Hello and welcome to my new video for the new moon in Leo. It's on the 8th of August 2021 and this is a very special new moon in the sign of Leo, which represents fixed fire, because at the same time as this new moon happens, it squares Uranus in the sign of Taurus, which is fixed earth, and Saturn in the sign of Aquarius, which is fixed air. So you can already see there is quite a lot of tension between these fixed elements, fire, earth, and air. And the Uranus-Saturn square is the, one could say, overriding theme for 2021. So the old versus the new. The structures, authority Saturn in the progressive sign of Aquarius, which is the progressive thinker, the unexpected, the sudden breakthrough or turmoil, in square with Uranus, which is usually about breakthroughs and insights, lightning, in the sign of Taurus, fixed earth, which is usually a sign that does not like to change very much. So we have this tension in a fixed form in a way. So we're being shown what needs to change at this time, and also we might become aware of where we're resisting that change. It's a bit of a tightrope walk, and it requires our discernment in the decision-making process. Of course, one could always say that it requires discernment, but it's maybe specifically important at this time to reconnect with our bodies. So we are going to do this embodiment process as I take you through a short sequence of yoga and breathing exercises related to this specific lunar cycle. So Leo, in the new moon, both the sun and the moon are in the same sign. So now in the sign of Leo, meaning Leo is in its rulership. And keywords for Leo might be regal, as in royalty, queen, king, the ruler, the performer, the entertainer. It's sort of sparkly, magical. It's the eternal child in all its different representations, and it's pure expression. It's heart-centered, creative, original, and radiant. And the shadows of Leo might be to do with the, let's say, downsides of, let's say, of the sense of entitlement, and also possibly egotistical, vain. Everything centers around me. It needs applause. It needs kind of reinforcement or reassurance in that sense. And also the drama king and queen might be expressions, sort of lower forms of expression of Leo. However, it's sometimes difficult to say because it depends on our own self-esteem issues. So where are we on that spectrum? And do we need to move more into our creative expression, and maybe do we need to actually embrace the entertainer more, or do we need to embrace our light more, or do we actually need to tune that down a little bit at times? So that's something each and every one of us needs to decide, how to find the right balance between these two opposite ends of the scale. So the other thing is, at this point of time, on the 8th of August 2021, this new moon also forms a trine, which is a flowing aspect. So like you can see in a triangle, the energy flows really well. And so it's in a trine to Chiron in Aries. So it means it's a fire trine, meaning well-flowing energy and the fire element. And Chiron is the wounded healer. Again, in Aries, it's about our self, our identity, the way we go initiate maybe and move out into the world. So in that sense, where are we wounded here in our identity, which again brings us back to self-esteem issues and finding for us what needs to be kind of readjusted in that process of possibly embracing the self-love from from a place that is less dependent on others' approval. Might be one of the things. Also very important it is, of course, to see where is Leo in your chart? Which house does it fall in? Are there any specific planets that you have in Leo? And likewise, where is Uranus in your chart? Where is Saturn in your chart? And what signs are triggered there? What houses are triggered there? So these are some of the thoughts that I'd like you to take into the practice. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Anya, and I'm interested in bringing astrology and yoga together in a way that you can apply it in your own practice and it relates to your own life. And it becomes maybe less just about a thought process and more about a feeling or embodied process that you can then, from that place that helps you relate back into the world and also maybe back into the universe in a more universal sense. So let's start by sitting. So make sure you sit comfortably. You're very welcome to sit on pillows, cushions, whatever you have, wherever you may be practicing. And we start by grounding. Very important with this very kind of fixed and, like I say, rather tense energy to start by grounding ourselves. So just rest your hands somewhere on your thighs or your knees and just close your eyes. Just scan the body for tension, and wherever you may find tension in the body, take a deep inhale and release that on your exhale. Repeat that wherever you may find emotional tension. Take a deep inhale, wherever that may manifest in the body. And then let it go on your exhale. And the same for mental tension, wherever that might manifest in the body. Take a deep inhale into that. And then bring all the energy down into your pelvis towards the ground. And then gently pull your pelvic floor, your navel, all your lower abdomen in and up for a moment. And then release it on your exhale, finding your perineum and connecting from there to the earth underneath. You can imagine a root or a cord growing into the earth. If you have your feet on the ground, you can also imagine two cords growing down from the soles of your feet, in addition to the one from the perineum. Just closing your mouth, and on your inhale, you just feel fresh energy from below entering your body. And on your exhale, releasing any tension and also the energies of other people, of anything you might have got involved with, possibly entangled with over the last few days or weeks. And just give you a willingness for that to release and let go. And just take a few more deep in and exhales that way on your inhale, just bringing that fresh energy, fresh oxygen into the body. On every exhale, releasing what you no longer need. And also connecting, rooting further down into the earth. And then just slowly walk up your spine while we stay connected to the earth. Very, very gently, ever so gently tilt your chin towards your chest and then just feel a slight pull up from the crown of the head. Open the collarbones so the heart lifts, shoulder blades drop. And then from the crown of the head, just imagine another cord going up into the sky above you, into the heavens above you. And again, just feel, now breathe in through this connection from above. And let new energy enter the body, new light stream into the crown from above on your inhale. And release whatever might cause confusion in your head, in your mind on your exhale. Again, release the energies of other people, of other circumstances with every exhale. Take a few more deep in and exhales like that, and also stay grounded at the same time. Really filling the energy, the body with new energy on every inhale, and releasing tension, tiredness, and other people's energies on every exhale. Just open your eyes, bring your arms up on your inhale. And hands in front of your heart on your exhale. And we're just going to repeat that 3 times, and we're going to sound an arm on the exhale. Take a deep inhale, gather energy. One more time. For your head to your heart, and set an intention to, so really take a moment to feel into your heart's desire, which is really important for the sign of Leo and also for the path forward in this kind of tension between the old and the new. See, what is your heart's deepest desire, and let that guide you on your path forward. And then rub your hands together. Tap your eyes with your palms, take a few deep in and exhale. And then bring down your arms, open your eyes, and we're just going to start with a breathing exercise. And we're going to start by bringing the right hand onto your right knee, thumbs and index finger touching, and we're going to close the left nostril with the thumb of your left hand. And we're just going to in and exhale through the right. Inhale up to the third eye center of the forehead, and then exhale down through the right nostril. Just taking a few in and exhales like that. So the right nostril represents our solar, our outgoing energy related to the sign of Leo. We're going to release any tension as we do this in the arm and the hand and the shoulders. In your own practice, you can go as long as you like here. Pause the video, go longer. We're just going to do 7 rounds here. And on the next exhale, just bring the left hand down, thumbs and index finger touching. And we're just going to close the right nostril with the thumb of the right hand. And in an exhale through the left. 7 rounds. Again, inhaling up through the third eye center, between the brows, and exhaling out through the left nostril. Just feeling the breath, sensing the breath physically. Feeling the breath in your tummy, in your belly. Starting to move the organs there in and out, expanding. Let them expand on your inhale. And gently pull them in and up on your exhale, at the end of your exhale. One last one. And then bring the hand down. And just take a moment to feel into both sides of the nostrils, both nostrils, and into your brain. Both sides of the body. And then we're going to do something that's called the ego eradicator. So it doesn't mean it's about completely letting go of your ego, but just finding, as I say, the right balance that works for you at this time. So bring the fingers in, thumbs sticking out, and we're just going to bring the arms the other direction, so the thumbs turn towards each other. And we're just going to bring the arms up in a V shape, and then we're going to, in an exhale, actively through the nose. It's called a fire breath. You might need to blow your nose before you start, so bring the arms up. Close your eyes, and we're just going to do 50 rounds. If that's too much, you just stop whenever you need to, or you just take a break and you just join in again. So just take a normal inhale, full exhale, and just start on your inhale. Full inhale, bring the thumbs together above your head. Bring your chin towards your chest and hold a breath. Bring the belly in and up. And then exhale, bring the arms down, releasing the fingers. Very good. And then inhale, open the arms, open the fingers wide. And on your exhale, make fists and bring the fists towards your sternum, the chest bone. So inhaling up. And you can also open your heart towards the sky. And then you bring the fists in towards the chest and you round a little bit. Inhaling, open the fingers wide. And then exhaling, rounding just a tiny bit. And 2 more times. And exhaling. Inhaling, opening. And exhaling. And we're going to do it 2 more times and a little bit bigger. So you can now open the palms towards the sky, thumbs back, and then bringing the fingers in and rounding the back a bit more. And 1 more time. Big breaths here and exhaling. Wonderful. Bring your hands on your knees. And we're just going to do a few rounds where we're going to open clockwise direction, just opening in the chest, in the sides of the body, just breathing deeply into the digestive organs. And changing direction, in the other direction, just opening. So with all this fixed energy, it's very important to flow and to breathe. Yeah? So very important to counterbalance or counteract some of these very fixed energies. And in this, we're going to confront. And you might be familiar with this. So there's something called lion's breath. So as you do this, so we're gonna, it's a little bit like actually roaring. So we're gonna put out the tongue. So, and then we're just gonna look towards the third eye. So you look a little bit mad, but nobody will see you, so it's fine. And at the same time, you're just gonna let out like a lion's roar. So you can really go. Yeah, so we're just going to do that 3 times. So the way we do it, we're just going to sit like that. If you can't sit like that, you can also do it in a cross-legged seated position. And then we'll take a deep inhale. And then on the exhale, we come forward, open the fingers wide, stick the tongue out, look at the third eye center, and roar. And then we sit back. And we're going to do it 2 more times. So deep inhale. One more time, deep inhale. Very good. And then we're just going to come up onto all fours and do a few cat-cows. So in a way, Leo is also some sort of cat, like a bigger type of cat. And then we curl the toes under as we round the back. Again, deep inhale, opening the heart. And then exhale, rounding the back and really like pushing the flow away. So we do that 2 more times. Deep in and exhale. Inhale, lifting, opening the heart, and exhale, rounding the back. Very good. 1 more time. And exhale. So we walk the hands in, and we come into squat and open the knees wide, and toes face out a little bit. So it might be easier if I show it from here. So it's like a frog position, toes face out, hands in front of you. And what we're going to do, we're going to, as we inhale, straighten the legs and look back, and only straighten as much as so you can still touch the ground. And then exhale, sit back down. So, and we're going to do a few of those. Six more. Three more. Very good. And then just stay here for a moment. If you have very tight hips, it might be very beneficial to put something under the soles of the feet and just have the balls of feet on the ground. So just take a moment here and just bring one arm out on the outside of that leg and then open the other one. towards the sky. You can also wrap that arm around if you like, only if you're flexible. If that's some sort of strain, please don't do it. You can just leave that arm here or just put it on the back, on your lower back, and rest it there. Deep inhale towards the sky and exhale, changing sides. Inhale, bring that other arm up. Again, with the option of a bind, but please do not hurt yourself, so do not strain. It's supposed to be enjoyable, so just whatever your body feels like is open enough to do, go for that. Deep inhale up, and exhale, bring the arms down. And from here, just step back into a downward facing dog, just taking a moment to pedal out the back of the legs and the feet, bending one knee, bringing the other one towards the ground. Taking deep in an exhale, open the fingers wide again, releasing the head, rolling them out, and just take a moment to just bend the knees, bring the ribs in and up, let the head relax, and pull the sitting bones up. See if you can open the groins and activate the muscles above the knees, and then gently pull the heels a little bit further towards the ground, but again, with very much respect for your own body. Inhale, come into plank, so do not force yourself. And the knees, chest, chin. And we're just going to come into a Sphinx position. So bring the hands to opposite side of the upper arm. You can either interlace the fingers or just rest the palms against each other. So making sure the small finger, the pinky outside, touches the ground. And you're going to push the forearms down, lift the heart in and up. Inhale here, and then exhale, drop your gaze, and then really look, see if you can look at the belly button. So bring your ribs in, tuck your toes under, lift the thighs, and then lift lower part of the legs, coming into forearm plank. Deep inhale here, and then just releasing the knees, thighs, and another Sphinx here. Inhale. And then exhale, bring the forehead on the ground, hands under the shoulders. Deep inhale. And then exhale, come back into downward facing dog. Breathing deeply. Inhale, bring your left leg up. Exhale, bring it front. And then for a warrior two, so bring that right foot on the ground. Toes of the back foot facing inwards, both heels on the same line. Come in and up. Inhale. Warrior two, bring the hands to your hips. And then bring the feet in. And then bring them in for what we call goddess pose. So just bring a little wider than the hips. And again, toes face out a little bit. And we're just going to sit in that stance here. Bring the arms out to the sides. Then we bend the elbows and bring the hands towards the sky. And just close your eyes for a moment and breathe. See if you can really feel, again, the connection to the ground from your perineum, from the soles of the feet, like 3 chords. And breathe in and out. Breathe up to the heart. Inhale and then exhale through the heart center. And remember your intention. One last breath. Inhale here. And exhale. Straighten the legs. And bring the arms down. I'm going to change sides for the warrior two. So now we bring the left heel back. Right foot front. Make sure you've got enough space between the legs. Bending the front knee. Inhale here. And then exhale. Stepping back into downward facing dog. Just take a moment here to find your hands and feet coming into plank. And then lower your thighs towards the ground, but keep them off the ground, coming into upward facing dog. If this is too much for you, just choose a cobra. So it can be a higher cobra, can be a lower cobra. So just make sure you modify according to your needs. And lift from the heart, not so much from the neck, not from your chin, so you don't want to jerk your head back, just very gently opening. And then exhale, you come back into downward facing dog again in a way that works for you. Doesn't have to be the same way I just did that. Just take a few deep in and exhales here. And then just come down into a child posture. And just take a moment to rest your head on the ground. Can be wide-legged child posture. Arms can be front or back. Breathing into the back of the heart. So bring the hands next to your knees. Slowly roll up. And then we're just going to turn around and sit down on the mat. And deep inhale here. And then exhale, slowly rolling down one vertebra at a time. And we're going to do another heart opener. So make sure your feet are hip width distance, arms are down. And as we go up and down on the bridge, you can either choose to leave your arms here by the sides, or you can take them with you. So we're going to do one with the arms down. Take a deep inhale. Roll up the lower, middle, upper back. Heart towards the sky. Keep the head center. And exhale, slowly rolling down, upper, middle, lower back. Just feeling all the vertebrae. And we do one more like this. Inhale up. And exhale down. So if you have any injuries in the shoulders, always make sure you modify the arms according to your needs. And you can now, if you like, take the arms back with you. Inhale. And then take them back down as you roll down. Again, one vertebra at a time. And again, inhale. And exhale. And then we bring the arms by the sides, so the fingers point up. Just slide the shoulder blades underneath and go up one more time, and just keep the arms here. So they're very close now to my rib cage, and the shoulders are in, and we breathe into the heart again. From the feet all the way up into the heart and out through the heart center. And slowly rolling down. So just take a moment here, bring the feet hip width distance. Mat width distance. And let the knees roll in. Hands onto the lower abdomen and just breathe for a moment. And we bring the legs out, straighten the legs, bring the feet together. And just take a moment here now to really bring the arms, bring them again very close to the body. Just push the hands down and then come up and look at your feet. And just stay here for a moment, just looking at the feet and really pushing the small finger outsides down. Breathing Ujjayi breath for 3 breaths. Yeah, so we're activating here the throat chakra together with the heart. Bring the head down, and now we're going to slide the hands underneath our buttocks for Matsyasana and a fish posture to open the heart. One more time, so bring it under the right buttocks and under the left, straighten out the legs. Come up onto the elbows, look at your feet, deep inhale. And then bring the back of the head on the ground. And take a few deep in and exhales here. You can either roar, but I would just go for a very gentle blowing out as you exhale through the lips, through puckered lips. So more like a Last one. And just look at your feet again and very slowly start to release everything. And again, place the feet on the ground. Your arms out to the side, feet hip width distance, and just move the legs from the knees from right to the center and over to the other side a few times. Putting the tailbone down, breathing into the sides of the body. And then slowly bring the knees one after the other into the chest. And breathing into the lower back. And if you have time, you can now come into Shavasana and just stop the video. Otherwise, find your way up either over the side or just roll up and down, rock up and down a few times. It's up to you, whatever feels good. And then just come into a cross-legged posture. And we're going to do one last breathing exercise. So we keep this time left hand on a knee. And we're going to use the right thumb and the right index finger to close the right and left nostril respectively. We're going to close the left one open, breathe in through the left. Close the left one, exhale through the right. We're going to do the same thing again. Breathe in through the left, close right. And exhale through the right. 5 more times. Inhale goes up to the third eye. Exhale out through the right nostril. 3 more times. After the next exhale, bring both hands down. Just feel the breath in both nostrils. Bring both hands onto the heart center, center of your chest. One hand on top of the other, doesn't matter which way around, just whatever feels comfortable. And then just feel your heartbeat underneath. And just take a moment here. Feeling grounded, feeling more embodied, just really feel into the heart. And just ask for a moment to see if you get any feedback, or just ask the question, what is my deepest desire at this point in my life? And think about something that you're thankful for today. And just feel that in your body. Just feel that. Let that feeling expand. Feeling of gratitude, of joy, of love, and of appreciation. Just let that feeling ripple through the entire body, every cell filled with gratitude, with joy. Imagine the cells smiling, and keeping that smile also on your face. And then we are going to bring the hands together. We're going to close with one round of Om. Take a deep exhale. And bring in on this new moon in Leo your deepest, your heart's deepest desire. Inhale. Now bow your head to your heart. Thank yourself for making the time, giving your body and yourself this attention. And we're dedicating the fruits of a practice to all beings without one exception. Namaste. So if you have enjoyed the practice, I appreciate if you leave a like and a comment. Also feel free to share it with others who might be interested. And I'm also available for you to book sessions with me. That's online yoga sessions or energy healing treatment sessions. I work with a modality that's called Acuenergetics, and it works both in presence and online. And also I'm available for consultation to do with yoga and astrology. So feel free to drop me an email, check out my website. It is www.anyabaya.com. It will be in the show notes and also on the little cards on the side of the video. Also check out my Luminosity yoga on Spotify. I have a couple of guided meditations as audio files. So thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to reconnecting next month. Namaste.